without any further ado, let's get to the Friday Night Phenoms presented by Adinacore for Week 5 of the high school football season.
The top individual performances of the week presented by Adina Corporation. It's your Friday Night Phenom Countdown. Number 1 on this week's buffet of phenoms is Clear Fork Colt Luke Schlosser, whose performance against Gallion on Friday set a tone that the Colts simply weren't playing pony ball on this night. 2 early touchdowns for the running back was only complemented by his 10 carries at 109 yards, and yes, that's an average of 10.1 yards per carry, ladies and gents. The Colts would end up defending the Colt Corral 37-10. It was a total team effort, but give it up for this stud, Luke Schlosser. Our next nominee is Colonel Crawford's Matt Clinard, whose running style will wear out any defense who stands in his way. Patience, persistence, and power are just a few of the words that can describe this Eagles gameplay, as the senior ran for 100 yards on just 15 carries and found his way into the end zone twice, as the Eagles would cruise with ease to a 42-0 victory over Seneca East.
Clinard defines physicality. He's one of those old school running backs that just puts his head down, isn't looking to make a fancy juke here and there, just runs you over and finds his way into the end zone.
Nominee number 3 is Danville Blue Devil signal caller Weckesser, who haunted Northmore, turning what looked like some sure losses into some big plays all night long, as he tossed the potato for 170 yards and a score, while also weaving his way through traffic for another touchdown and leading Danville to a 32-7 win and a spot atop of the K-Mac standings.
Yeah, you can never be upset when you have a quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, and his wide receivers give him a couple of those passing yards too with some great moves after the catch. But Weckesser doing a lot for his team.
Welcome to the list for the first time this season, Mr. Weckesser. Hayden Shidone makes the list again this week with another superhuman performance, as the senior traffic director went flat out gorillas again, as I mentioned. This time going off for more than 500 total yards with 7 combined touchdowns. I mean, G-man, this looks more like Madden than real life.
Shidone got snubbed last week. Vikes fans, get this guy the Phenom crown. Shidone is the best QB in the area, hands down. He does it night in and night out, putting up terrific numbers and doing it in style as the Vikings rolled over a solid Warrior squad. Get this man a Phenom crown.
No question, he does it by land, by sea, through the air, any which way. Shidone gets it done. Cracking our list for the first time this season is Shelby freshman quarterback Brayden DeVito, who didn't look like a youngster in the Whippets' first win at the new stadium, tossing 3 touchdowns with no picks in a blowout win over Marion Harding. I mean, this 9th grader, he's got his team off to a 4-1 start. Pretty impressive, Hayden.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are paying too much attention to what they've been able to do this season. He's obviously not the biggest, obviously not the tallest, but he's been certainly getting the job done. The 3rd-ranked passer in our area coming into this week, and added almost 200 more yards onto his season total.
And did I mention he's a freshman? Throwing bombs like that this season. The versatility of the big fella lands Mogadore's Mason Williams on our nominee list this week, creating offense in all sorts of different fashions with 2 rushing touchdowns, threw for a touchdown, and was the leading pass catcher on a squad that was able to knock off Lucas on the road. The future Ohio Bobcat is simply listed as an athlete on the roster, G-Man, and you can see why, the way that he's used in so many different ways.
I got to see this guy in person. He's a bona fide battering ram. He never loses a contact battle, and being able to be so versatile at so many positions is huge. Williams is the real deal, and he carried his Cats to a win at Bob Wine Field.
Coming in at number 7 is number 5 himself, Ashland's Luke Bryant, who pulled out the smoker and took out the whole colony of Jackets on homecoming night. Bryant went a very smooth 12 for 20 with 224 passing yards to go along with 4 touchdowns on the night, showing out in a huge homecoming win for the Aerostorm.
Yeah, showing off the arm strength with a couple of long touchdown passes as well on homecoming night. No, that's not a typo. 4 pass touchdowns. This guy has been doing it. This is his 2nd week in a row on the Phenom voting, so hopefully the Ashland fans will get him a win.
There he is, going deep once again, getting his team into the end zone as he gets onto our list. Those are your Week 5 nominees for Friday Night Phenom. Make your voice heard by sliding a vote into the comment section below.